We are Canada's National Museum of Military History. We have a diligence and a responsibility to be accurate, whether it's restoring our vehicles with, period components or with the most accurate representations of. That's a responsibility that we carry, and it's very close to us. The museum has over 200 vehicles in its collection, a lot of which are either operational or can be made operational through our staff efforts. We're lucky here because we have the LeBreton Gallery, which is essentially like an open storage. Most of the collection is on display. We've got some storage outside. We've got a few things that are always out on loan to various museums, but the vast majority of the vehicle collection is actually on display for people to see every day. I take care of the guns and the tanks at the museum. It's such a unique position, it's such a unique responsibility and a unique honor to get to work with the national collection at the museum, the vehicles, and getting to share the stories that they tell. And for me and for the guys in the shop, it's one thing to have a tank that's just painted green that looks like it's been sitting outside as a monument or something, to see it running, to have historically accurate markings that tell a particular story, and then to share those stories with the visitors is just amazing. An event like War Machines, where we're actually operating the vehicles, getting people to see and smell and hear them, and making those connections with the people, whether they be older vets who served with the vehicles in maybe Korea, or whether we've got people from who fought in Afghanistan who are seeing, a LAV3 drive for the first time in a few years. It's really important for us to make those personal connections too. We're not just driving around for fun. There's a reason behind these demonstrations far beyond the fun aspect, which it is fun, but it is about presenting the history that the vehicles discuss.